morning to our dear viewers and welcome to Swechotv. I'll be your host today. My name is Humphrey Omkaga and we'll be live with Professor Fred Ogola, yes, who is a distinguished guest today at Swechotv. Yes. Welcome, Professor.
Thank you very much, Humphrey.
Asante sana.
Yes.
So get us at our social media handles across all areas, that is from TikTok to Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Swechotv. Follow us and share your comments, like our pages, and reshare. So today will be, as I mentioned earlier, will be with Professor Fred Ogola. Will be taking us through his presidential aspirations and what he wants to do for Kenya. So, Professor.
Yes.
Just to explain to our dear viewers, who is Professor Fred Ogola?
Professor Ogola is, as you know, is a leading economist, strategist, and academic. Of course, I'm brought up in Siaya, Ugenya. Of course, I grew up in Kibra. I'm a son of a catechist, and I believe that Kenya has hopes to become a world-class nation. The only thing is that between that dreams and the actual realization, there's what I call the valley of death. And that valley of death is that the choices we make might take us there earlier or later. And as you see the political environment, many people are offering themselves that they can be able to turn around the country. And I have a lot of doubts that they can. And those my doubts are based on facts. I believe that there's a generation that will come and turn around Kenya. That generation do not belong to the current crop of politicians. You know, when Israelites left Egypt, the generation that did not believe in a God, that God can give them a promised land, they died in the desert. It's the new generation that believed in the new Israel that actually saw the promised land. And as you can see them, whether those shouting 2-term or 1-term, I believe that they are not the people who can take us to Canaan. There is a generation that will come because those people are part of the system. They are very deceitful politicians because there's nothing they can do outside politics. And I think that's what introduces me. I believe that the Kenyan problem is economic, not political. And we cannot give a politician, the Kenyan, to give us economic liberation. They can't. Baba was not an economist, but Baba was a politician who gave us the political liberation. So there's nothing else they're going to do that Baba didn't do. Just like all the love books written after Shakespeare wrote the book of Shakespeare's in Love, Romeo and Juliet and the rest, there is no any other new findings about love that you can write that Shakespeare's never saw. So this crop of politicians who say they can liberate Kenya, they can liberate Kenya politically, but not economically. But the third liberation is economic, which there is no one who espouses that. William Ruto is an economic nihilist. He has no idea what can take this country anywhere. All the Kenya Kwanza choir members and brigade, they have no clue about economy. When I listen to them, how they speak, they have no idea. Come to the 2-term, the 1-term brigade. 1-term cannot be help people in healthcare, cannot resuscitate the education sector. 1-term cannot give young people jobs. 1-term cannot be able to give us democracy we can enjoy. They just have anger against William Ruto, and all of them are increasing as his family gets richer. And of course, the 5th president, unfortunately, William Ruto, who has squandered 3.7 trillion shillings in terms of corruption. And I'm not speaking about numbers I come up with. I gave that case and I gave a petition to the Senate and EACC documenting all the money he has stolen and which are the scandals which have stolen that money. And look, he's become rich. I'm not criticizing his home in Kilgoris, but that is not a hustler's home. And he told her about a hustler. That's not a hustler's home. The wedding for his daughter, though I don't want to talk about that's a personal thing, but the wedding shows that was not a hustler wedding. So those are deceitful people.
Yes.
They don't have the country's best interest at heart.
Yes.
So because since independence,
Yes.
Kenyans have never elected a president for themselves.
Yes.
Their president beginning by the system. I here, Fred Ogola. I'm not part of the system. I'm not anybody's project. So I'm asking Kenyans, can I be your project so that I can work for you, but not the system? But until that happens, you will only get a president that works for the system, who do not care about you, and then all these challenges I'm talking about will be there.
So thank you so much, Professor, for the deep highlights that you have just given us. And now, just as you mentioned, all the people running for presidency, you have wiped them, let's swipe them off, and told them that they don't have the right, the right requirements or the CV that is needed for the president of Kenya. So Kenyans are now watching you live.
Yeah.
And there's been mistrust with their leadership before. So what if Kenyans are going to give you an opportunity to serve this country, and you just also give us a reason why you think that you qualify for this topmost office, and what you are promising them when elected in the next 100 years within your presidency.
Yeah, first of all, you have to understand that even the Bible is very clear that you know a tree by the fruits, isn't it?
Yes.
Here, we have trusted trees who have never produced a fruit. And that's how we have elected these people.
But Ruto is telling us that he has is building the affordable houses.
So let's go one by one.
Yes.
Ruto was an MP in Eldoret North. Do you know anything remarkable he did as an MP? He became assistant minister, isn't it?
Yes.
There are only scandals about land, isn't it?
Yes.
He became a minister for agriculture. Actually, minister for education. It is Ruto who was the reason why MasterCard and Visa card suspended the funding for free primary education. That's why we have a problem, because of corruption. So I'm saying, if you look at his journey to the presidency, he never produced any fruit. We trusted what he said.
Yes.
Now, go here again. I'll talk about Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo Musyoka was a lawyer.
But
tell me, I'm just analyzing, then I come to tell you where I'm going. Kalonzo Musyoka as a lawyer has never won any landmark case as a lawyer, isn't it? Sifuna was a lawyer. Tell me any case laws being read in Nairobi Law School or any law school in Kenya, Daystar, on which cases were won by them, or any publication they did in law, or anyone they taught that became somebody through their hands. Because we need to test you from where you were, what did you perform in your previous profession?
and then
So because of that, they have not performed. Then secondly, we have been electing people who cannot do anything else apart from politics. Regarding Gachagua, if he is not in politics, what can he do? Is there anything he can do apart from politics? If Kalonzo is not a politician, what can he be doing? If Ruto is not in politics, what can he be doing? But I'm saying, why I'm different is this.
Professor,
Why I'm different is this.
Just are you trying to say that this, for even Kalonzo, Musyoka, and even Ruto, they also have their own academic background.
Profession, I'm saying, which profession did they excel in?
I mean, Sifuna has even a law firm.
That's what I've asked. Which legal battle has Sifuna's law firm won? I, Fred Ogola, who is not a lawyer, isn't it? I won the house levy petition. I brought down Hustler Fund in court. They are being cited in courts as list of authorities, as case laws that somebody can learn. Using Linda Jamii, which I set up in 2022, they have stolen the name and now call it Linda Mwananchi. It is a registered entity with the Attorney General Office. They stole it, registered in 2022. It has gone to court 66 times on behalf of Kenyans, including stopping Nyachai from being the chairperson of IBC, who was the preferred candidate for William Ruto, that's why he's confused, including stopping Safaricom sale for the first instance in court. You get me? Where was Sifuna when Safaricom was being sold? Where was his law firm? Kalonzo Musyoka is a senior counsel without having won no senior case. So, Fred Ogola, I've taught 1 million executive at Strathmore University, isn't it? I've supervised over 300 MBA students, master students. I've graduated 8 PhDs. Is that on the record? I've written 483 curriculums. Before I look for office, I've written 1,969 strategic plans. That's how I earn my money from. Not be converted from a manifesto to a phone. Does Apple have a manifesto? Does Toyota have a manifesto? But they are prototypes. A prototype is something that when you have it, it's like you have designed a letter, so you just press print.
So, Professor,
so in this prototype,
maybe just the question Kenyans are asking when you're mentioning of that of prototype, they are going to entrust you with a job to carry out the mandate of being the president of this of the country. When you're mentioning that you are coming up with a prototype, does it mean you're experimenting, or where has it already been established that it's working?
We've done research. Because as an academic, you do research.
Yes, can you tell us where it has worked?
So that's good. There's a book I've written called Solomonic Economics, and it cites countries that have taken the path I'm talking about and worked. Now,
give us examples of the countries.
So I'll give you. Do you know how the U.S. economy became the largest economy in the world?
Just tell us.
Through sugarcane. Sugarcane is agriculture. The Africans were being taken as slaves to go and work in a sugarcane. Sugarcane has made the U.S. economy. Do you know why they have the largest soft drink company in the world called Coca-Cola? Do you know that Coca-Cola has got industrial sugar inside it? But industrial sugar has come from sugarcane. That's why I disagree with William Ruto's policy of affordable housing. It's an end product. We must start our economy from primary production, secondary production, and tertiary production. Ruto is running an economy I would call a condom economy. What do I call economy? Live there, isn't it? But you see, if we start with primary production,
to explain,
let's go to Kilifi County. And I
want you to explain, so how do you plan to...
Fine bait. The Turkana is not drier than it.
Moving around with the...
and that's the same thing I'm trying to say. We have not said everybody has to plant maize.